It's amazing to see these displays being unveiled at the moment. Your thoughts, first of all, on the 4 displays?
Look, how exciting it is that this very important project for us to have a dedicated memorial that honours the service of Indigenous women and men, to have got to this stage. You know, it's been 4 years hard work by some terrific leaders, and here we are with 4 finalists for the design and construction of the monument to be in our hallowed place, Anzac Square. It's uplifting and inspiring. And now, you know, the challenge of selecting which one of these beautiful designs will become the memorial, that's very important. But also, you know, the tough work of getting the $1 million that we need to construct the monument. But in symbolic terms, this is such an important occasion, because we haven't told the stories, as we should have, of the magnificent contribution of thousands of Indigenous men and women who have served in our Defence Force right from the Boer War. 800 or so, I know, in World War I, and 3,000 in World War II, in Vietnam, in every war in which our country has been engaged. There's been this participation, contribution, bravery, courage, some amazing stories told so magnificently in the theatre production of Black Diggers about World War I last year, when we started the special occasions to mark the centenary of that great war.
These pieces, when the final piece is announced and then constructed in 2017, what do you think that'll do for, say, reconciliation for people who did serve in the wars, families who have served in wars in the past? What do you think that'll mean?
Look, all of those things that you've said, it's so important to tell the stories. I marvel at them. You know, at the first Indigenous man to get his pilot's wings, the story of one of my heroines, Udjuru Nunakul, who served from 1942 in the army. And that was after her brothers had been taken prisoner in Singapore. And she remembered those experiences in a very positive, constructive way. And of course, they also inspired her advocacy for Indigenous rights.
And that takes me back to a photograph that I saw of Len Waters and Udjuru Nunakul leading the march, Anzac March, many, many years ago.
Wonderful stories. I mean, it's exhilarating to hear them. And I've only learnt about these in recent years myself, and they will open up so much to people in Queensland about who we are. They go right to our identity, our sense of ourselves as individuals, as a community, and that is happening now right across our country. But I can't really find just the right words, the perfect words to express how important and significant, how powerful and influential it will be to have in that sacred place where we remember service and sacrifice, the proud history of the contribution of Indigenous servicemen and women. It's time, all right. It's time for us to have that, for people to know the stories and the fantastic work that has been done by some of our servicemen and women here in Queensland, but by the Australian War Memorial, the research at the Australian National University, by Reconciliation Australia. I feel very deeply how important it is for each and every one of us to get in there and support this initiative. It's going to make a very big difference for every visitor who comes to Anzac Square, the ceremonies that we have there, the pride, the opening of new understandings and knowledge about our proud, great history of our Indigenous people, our first Australians.